Hi, and welcome to LB0 Fox India Norwegian Adventures. I'm Morton, LB0 Fox India. And a little while ago, Retevis reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at this, the Ailunce HD1, which is by no means a new radio. I think it came out in 2017, but it looks so interesting, and it's made for hams. So I figured, yeah, I want to take a look at it. And this will not be a full review of the radio, that'll come later. This is just going to be a first impression. I played around with it for about a week now, and what I've seen so far I really like. So let's move on to the table and take a closer look at the radio. And the thing that really strikes you when you first take a look at this radio is how big it is and how well constructed it is. It feels heavy, but not too heavy. It feels kind of the right way of heavy in order to give that quality feel. The keys feel just the way they're supposed to do, but let's take a look around the radio and see what's there. First of all, on the front here you have the big speaker with excellent audio. I'll demonstrate that as good as I can with the camera later on. There's a microphone here, relatively big color display, and the keypad. And if we move on to the side here, you got a PTT button and 2 function keys. On the other side, there's the speaker mic programming cable interface, and this is a Motorola style interface, which is good. The radio is actually IP67 rated, so although I'm not going to test it, you can leave this underwater for a while, and it also takes quite a bit of a beating. On the top side here you have 2 knobs. You have the on-off volume knob and the channel selector knob. Both are great. And on the back side you have the belt clip, which screws into the radio, so I know a lot of you guys will be happy with that. And then you have the battery, and the battery is actually a 3200 milliamp hour battery, which I don't really doubt. I've only charged it once in a week now, and I've used it pretty heavily, so I believe that it's a 3200 milliamp hour battery. Further on you can see that there's a sturdy aluminum frame all around the radio, so I have no doubts, as I said, that this will take a beating. And how big is it actually? Well, let's compare it to the standard unit of measurement, the Baofeng, and it is substantially taller than the Baofeng, and is also substantially thicker than the Baofeng. So yeah, it's a big radio, and it's a big radio, but then again it's a sturdy radio. And I ended up taking the radio inside because there was so much sunlight outside that the camera wouldn't pick up the display. But let's turn it on and see what happens. And you can see that it's a dual VFO radio. I've set it both for analog and DMR here. And you get a lot of information here about the contacts that are chunking into Talker 91. Let's see if anyone actually says anything here. Okay, let's use the parrot to see how the radio sounds. LB0 Fox India testing, LB0 Fox India testing.
LB0 Fox India testing, LB0 Fox India testing.
So, what do I think of this little thing as a first impression? It is an excellent radio, although a little bit on the expensive side for a Chinese radio. At the time of recording, it is about $178 US at the Retevis website. There's a link down below if you want to take a closer look at it. but it's a solid radio. It's a sturdy radio. It's got long battery hours, and it's easy to program. I'll be back with a video on how to program it, but it's obvious that Retevis or Ailunce or whatever you want to call them has done a pretty good job on designing the CPS software, which isn't common for a lot of these Chinese DMR radios. So as a first impression, it's a thumbs up for me. I'll be back with a couple of videos on how to program it. I'll be looking at how much power it has, and I haven't actually mentioned that, but it's a 10-watt radio on VHF and an 8-watt radio on UHF. So it's a powerful powerful radio. I'm not gonna say a little radio because it's anything but little, but it is a powerful radio. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please click that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below, and if you want to support the channel a little bit, there are ways down below to do that as well. Also, don't forget TERS, the European Ham Radio Show, every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central European Time, 2100 Central European Time, 1900 CET now in the summer. That's it for now. Until next time, 7-3.